This video is part of a series. If you're interested in watching a couple of complete noobs learn how to fabricate, please subscribe. We have been inspired by movies like Dirtbag.
Motorcycles are sexy.
The bucket list dream of ours is actually to build a motorcycle. What we don't have are the fabrication skills, probably one of the most important skills, knowing how to weld.
I had wanted to get something fabricated for my Sissy bar. We have a friend who does welding.
So we went and visited with Bevan and asked him about the project, but also said, you know, is there any way we can get involved with it so we can learn? And he was actually really open.
My first instinct when you said to us, you know, do you want to weld them onto there, was no, you do it. But then you look at it and you're like, well, how else are you ever gonna figure it out?
It'll either go bad or it'll go well.
Or it won't. Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah. No, it's awesome.
Whatever you spray over,
Yeah.
that's the one you'll be rubbing back.
Yes.
Yeah, so you just need to think about which one you want to highlight.
Because I mostly want it to be black with some red coming through. So we've been talking about the colours that we might want. So when it's ready to be powder coated, the idea that we're thinking of doing is so dimpling the metal so it's got a rough kind of surface, powder coating it one colour and then covering it with another colour and rubbing it back to expose the base colour. So yeah, I guess we're trying to work out which one should be the base colour and which one should be the top colour.
Well, one thing to keep in mind is when you rub it back, the spray over coat will be stuck in the little crevices and the nicks and the nooks.
And that's where it'll stay.
That's where it will stay.
Yeah.
Unless you mask it. And if it doesn't quite work out, you can just spray it again.
Good to think about that now, and definitely that's the red I would want. The wineberry
Cherry.
one. Yeah.
Looks more the cherry of your bike,
It
doesn't
does.
So this is pretty much the shape of the spider, still in a rough grinded stage. But how long has this taken you to get it to that point?
It hasn't taken too long. Probably the roughing out which we did last week, it probably was about half an hour or maybe 40 minutes initially, and then just the finer shaping bit has probably taken maybe another 45 minutes. So I've basically just done all that with an angle grinder.
And just using your eye to judge the symmetry of it and to see the shape. And
we had a plan somewhere. I've just been sort of holding it against that.
Oh yeah.
So it's not too far off that. That was kind of the one I sort of modelled it on, that one as well. Did you see any of the legs? I did a few prototype legs.
Oh, awesome.
spider legs.
So these are going to come out.
Wow, that's
You hold that one.
Oh, that is flipping epic.
You hold that one. Oh no, you can't. Sorry.
Oh,
I'll
I
hold
can't
that
hold
one.
that one.
Can you hold that one?
Yeah.
And this is a matter of getting. They're a wee bit long. I think we might need to shorten them a little bit, but I think it's starting to take shape.
So it really is taking on the shape of a more realistic spider. These legs.
I know,
look at
those
that.
are awesome.
Actual mimicking the
Yep.
spider legs. It's going to be one of these. So we're just laying out these pieces. And I thought that we'd lost one of them, but of course the number 7 here is actually a curved piece.
Ah, that's right.
It's because the Sissy bar here is curved, so it's going to be a matter of just sorting through this lot. See, that says 7
That
there.
says 7, that must be it. Show us the 7?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think that might be, yep, because it's a straight piece,
Yep.
and then curves around, so that is that piece there. So it'll go from there to there,
Oh, yeah.
and you can see it curves. Cool.
Got it sorted.
Yep. Little 8mm piece of steel plate there, just to act as a riser, so that these parts sit just in the middle of the sissy bar rather than being attached, say, to the top or the bottom. It's going to go in here.
Yeah.
I'm just seeing how they'll all sit. Some of them obviously we need to shorten to fit within this space.
Thumbs up, Bruce.
Miami Vice. Oh, that's spot on now, isn't it? Look at that.
So I would come in on an angle like that, Bruce.
Yep. Okay. Eyes.
Yep.
That's not bad. You just need a wee bit more on the top, Bruce,
Yep.
and you'll be sweet as.
Yeah.
Eyes.
Yep. Perfect. Look at that.
Sounds good.
It looks really good. Eyes.
Yep. I wonder if you are doing it in too short a burst.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that looks better.
Not the greatest job, but it's tacked on. Just going to be slightly further over.
It's pretty good though, eh? But short of grinding that to a point,
Yeah.
that's spot on there.
Yeah. That's so cool how it curves up with the shape of the sissy bar.
Yeah.
This is actually a good tool. This one here.
Oh yeah.
It's hardened steel scraper.
Oh yeah.
So it'll take off all the little bits of spatter.
All right.
Okay.
Oh right, it just came straight off.
Did it?
Yeah.
Some of the bits you might even decide to leave on if it fits into the picture.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, if you want a bit of character. I mean, that there could actually give it character, but it's really up to you the final look you want.
Yep.
That's better.
That's better. Yeah, holding it
Much better.
for that little bit longer.
Yeah.
And that's I mean, to my untrained eye, that's a tidy
Is
weld.
that all right? That one was better.
Which one did you do? That one?
That top
The
one.
top one.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah.
Happy
Really
with
good.
that?
Both of those are good. Yep.
Awesome.
I think you did the
was
first one.
Oh, that's so good. I can't. Who's done that one?
It's going to be a slightly tricky weld, but
We're not fearful of tricky.
yeah, tricky's my middle name.
Tricky's my
Would
middle
you
name.
kind of start at one end and weld like that direction, like with the
I think the first place to start is here,
yeah,
so that it holds it.
yeah.
Yep.
Once it's held, then you can weld this without fear of it flicking out
And
the way of
once
moving.
that's held, would you kind of start at one end and go with that line?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Bruce. I think I'm on the welding.
You are. So this is our first curved weld, and it's really small.
Like that?
That looks pretty good, I think, by our standards anyway. It's in place. It's holding. It's
good.
It's all right, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Ooh, that gets red hot, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
There's another one there.
How's that weld?
It's a good weld.
It's not too bad.
Really good.
Okay, cool.
That's finished.
Awesome.
Wow.
That's good.
Huh.
Yay.
That's great. The spider is making a home for itself.
Very exciting.
These little ones are the hardest ones.
Yeah.
That's why we started with them.
Oh, okay, right.
so it'll progressively get easier.
You've got an interesting logic.
Oh man, that's awesome.
So I'm going to actually drill holes in the head part of the spider and actually fit the legs and push them right in.
Oh wow.
And then weld them in, and that way I can actually tweak the legs to whatever angle I want. So that way it's sort of mechanically locked in there as well as just relying on a little weld, because it is a little weld.
Yeah, yeah.
It's looking like a spaceship. It's got the windows. There's the spaceship windows.
What? Holy crap, it's a proper spider.
Should we leave it like that or do the other side as well?
Oh, it's tempting, I don't know.
It's sort of a, you know,
Go around in circles with it.
it's a differently abled spider. Yeah.
It'll add a lot of strength having those holes as well.
Yeah, it will. Top of the water.
Top of the wazzer?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Top of the wazzer, is that some kind of Australian thing that I don't know?
Probably. Top of the water.
Detailing on the legs, putting this effect on them is with this grinder, and it's not really designed for this, but I'm just going in and just giving it a wee
right.
dippling like that, just barely touching it.
I feel like you're putting as much effort into creating this spider as God did in the first place. It's like the real thing.
It's coming alive.
It has come alive.
Yeah. I just sort of imagined a shape,
Yeah.
spider's shape, but it's become more an actual spider.
So cool.
So Bevan, a great portion of today you've spent working on the spider. It's far more realistic and more quality, I guess, than I sort of pictured in my head. Tell me a little bit about the thought process that you put into creating the spider.
Really, it's just stemmed from the body. Everything's stemmed from the body, and then the head and the details. You know, it's just started from the middle and then sort of branched out to legs. And I did do a wee prototype leg about a week ago just to see how it would look.
And you've spent a great deal of time shaping, even finessing the ends to almost a point, which really mimics a real spider.
Yeah, I don't know, I really honestly don't know how some of these bits are going to end up once we weld it on, because we don't really know exactly where the legs will be welded onto the rest of it. And we can't be too high and we can't be too low, so it'll be a wee bit of trial and error.
Well, I'm particularly impressed, and I think, you know, one day you could probably work as an engineer if you wanted to.
That would be awesome.
Wouldn't that be awesome? Yeah.
I might be able to come and work with you guys.
Oh, you don't want to run before you can walk, mate.
No. That's true.
Right, that's where we're going to end it for the day. That's gone really well, hasn't it?
Amazing.
It's gone amazingly well.
Yeah.
We have gone from complete noobs when it comes to welding to actually getting a sense of the line that we need to follow, the length of time that we need to use to have the welder in operation, and we certainly know when we haven't done the world's best weld.
So exciting watching it come together, and you can start to see it take shape now. It's really cool. Yeah.
See you next time.